Welcome to today's class. Today's class is Indices Part 11. Indices Part 11. What that means is that I've done Indices Part 1 till Part 10 before coming over to Part 11. So I would advise if you are coming across Part 11, do well to go through Part 1 to Part 10 before Part 11 so that you understand it better. Part 11 is actually a continuation of Part 10. So all the videos are linked up together. That's why I'm advising, especially part one, because that's the beginning of this topic. Part one is the beginning of this topic. All right. So we have just one example in part 11. Solve the equation 2 raised to power 2x squared plus 15x plus 7 is equal to 1. Now, for us to solve that, remember laws of indices. That one was treated in part 1. Any number raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So that means that the right hand side can be written as 2 raised to power 0 because any number raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So this 2 raised to power 0 is the same thing as the one that is here. And why did I change it from this form to this form? The left hand side, we have base 2. So I also need base 2 in this side. Assuming the left hand side was base 5, that means I will express this as 5 raised to power 0, so that the base in the right hand side will be the same as the base in the left hand side. So at this point, that the base in the right or left hand side is equal to the base in the right hand side, it also means that the power in the left hand side must be equal to the power in the right hand side. So that means that 2x squared plus 15x plus 7 is equal to 0. And that becomes a quadratic equation. That becomes a quadratic equation. Another quadratic equation, there are many ways of solving it. We have factorization method, we have completing the square method, we have formula method, and we even have graphical method. There are many ways of solving it. Now, factorization method does not work for all. There are cases that in a particular quadratic equation, factorization method will not work. So in that case, we go over to either formula method or completing the square method. So I'm going to check if it is factorizable. I'll use factorization method. So it is factorizable. In factorization method, you first of all do the product of the first and the last thing, and so on and so forth. But there is an approach I want to use here. Think of two numbers that when you multiply, you have what is here. Just two numbers that when you multiply, you have 2x squared, 2x and x. Another condition, think of two numbers that when you multiply, you have what is here. What is here is 7. So think of two numbers that when you multiply, you have 7, 1 and 7. Now, there is another condition. The condition is that when you cross multiply and add, it will give you the middle term. Take note of how I'm arranging the numbers. If I write x here and then write 2x here, it will not work. So the condition is two numbers that when you multiply, you have what is here. Two numbers that when you multiply, you have what is here. They must be such that when you cross multiply and add, it will give you the middle term. So the way you arrange it matters. So if I cross multiply this, I'll have 2x times 7, that will give me 14x. X times 1, that will give me x. So look at it. When you add that, it will give you the middle term. So let me go through that approach again. Think of two numbers that when you multiply, you have what is here. Two numbers that when you multiply, you have what is here. Now they must be such that when you cross multiply and add, it will give you the middle term. Once that is achieved, put these factors in bracket and that will be the factor of that expression. That's it. So what that simply means is that this line is the same thing as this line. Is the same thing. Now, if A times B is equal to 0, it therefore means that either A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0. That's the meaning. If A times B is equal to 0, it means that A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0. So from here, if I move 1 over to this side, I'll have 2x is equal to minus 1. Or move 7 over to this side, x is equal to minus 7. So it therefore means that x is equal to minus 1 over 2 or minus 7. That's the answer. That's the answer. So the value of x is minus 1 over 2 or minus 7. Alright, so with that, we have come to the end of this video. Please, if you are coming across my video for the first time, do well to click on the subscription button. Thanks and bye for now.